You finally get invited to speak at Stanford about your success. You started your own company, you're on a panel in front of your peers. This is your moment, the I made it moment. And the night before, you look in the mirror and you see your younger self. College you, full of dreams, hopes.
Okay, well, I know you're a big time lawyer now. Did you and Molly start a firm together?
No, I never really wanted to be a lawyer.
You feel like a failure. This is what nobody tells you about imposter phenomenon. Proof doesn't kill it. Achievement doesn't cure it. Sometimes winning makes it worse. Let me show you how. Shout out to Issa Rae. She did her thing in that entire show. Issa Dee is her name, everybody. She built something real called The Block. You did community events. It was a whole company, and Stanford invited her to speak. I don't know if y'all remember the episode. That's proof, right? That is exact proof that you need to understand. They don't invite you to speak about your failures, right? They're not inviting everybody to come and speak on a panel. But here's the pattern. When you're struggling, imposter phenomenon says you're not good enough yet. And you can live with that because you're still working toward it, right? But when you're winning, when you have the business, when you have the platform, when you get the invitation, imposter phenomenon shifts, right? Wait, if I made it here and still don't feel like I belong, maybe I actually don't belong. Achievement was supposed to be the proof. It was supposed to. But now that you have the proof and you still feel like a fraud, that feels like a confirmation. This is what makes imposter phenomenon so dangerous. It's loudest when you're winning because now you have something to lose. Now people are watching. Now the stakes are real. You know, Issa Dee being at that panel at Stanford, her alma mater, with everybody looking at her. Panel, Issa walks in. The host mispronounces her name of the company, you know what I'm saying? She's awkward, of course, it's Issa. And she's trying to explain her vision. And then she just gets straight up honest, y'all. Y'all know how Issa could get sometimes. And she just tells the room, sometimes I wake up and wonder if I made the wrong choice. If I should have just stayed in my nonprofit job. If starting my own thing was a mistake. And the room just goes cold and silent, looking at her crazy like, what? They invited this girl? They invited her? I heard out of everybody they invited her. Invited her for inspiration. The quit your job and follow your dream story. The success story. But Issa gave them the real story. I'm scared. I don't know if this will work. And you know what happened after the panel. She downplayed this massive block party. Hundreds of people showed up. Vendors, performers, the community. It was a huge win for her. Not not many people could have done what she did. But when her best friend Molly, y'all know Molly, Issa says it was just a block party. We got to break that down. So there's a pattern with Issa because she said it's just a block party. She built something. She executed. People showed up. Not even showed up, they showed out. And she can't even claim it, right? That's a huge success for her. She can't even claim the impact that block party made on her, but also the environment, the community, the people that was there. It was a huge thing. And she can't even claim it. She admits it was a big deal, which it was, and it doesn't work out the next time, which that's what she was worried about. That proves she was a fraud all along. So she protects herself by making it small. And here's where it gets messy. Let's talk about Molly. Because when you start to win and your circle starts to look at everything and you start to look at your circle. So for years, y'all know for years, Issa relied on Molly for everything. Every crisis, every breakdown, every panic she had. Molly was a strong friend. She was a savior. You know, she was the one with the answers. She had her life together. She's the corporate lawyer, right? The corporate baddie doing the thing, you know, that everybody was trying to strive to. Issa's winning. And she can't tell Molly she's scared because if she admits she's overwhelmed, Molly might think, see, you can't handle this. You're still a mess. So Issa's gonna pull away. She gets flaky. I don't know if y'all remember that, but she was flaky, not answering Molly's calls, right? Being a little MIA, which is okay. She was kind of becoming unreliable. And Molly, she feels abandoned. I was there for you through everything. Now that you're successful, you don't need me. But here's what really is happening. Issa's not pulling away because she doesn't need Molly. She was pulling away because she's terrified Molly will confirm what she's already fears. You don't actually deserve this. And Molly can't celebrate Issa's success, right? Because her entire role in the friendship was being a person Issa needed. Now that Issa doesn't need saving, Molly doesn't know where she fits. The support system starts to break down. See, this is what imposter syndrome, imposter phenomenon can do. That vulnerability equals proof you're a fraud. Issa and Molly eventually came back together, y'all, as we know. But only after months of not speaking, only after both of them realized the friendship didn't break because they were bad friends. It broke because Issa was too scared to say, I'm winning and I'm terrified. And Molly was too scared to say, I don't know how to support you in this new role. Support system can't save you from something you won't admit you're going through. Here's what you need to know. Self-doubt after achievement is normal. The voice that says you don't belong here doesn't go away when you prove yourself. Matter of fact, sometimes it just gets louder. But here's the pattern to watch for. When you start winning, and you will start to winning, and you start hiding, when you downplay your achievements, when you pull away from your support system, that's not humility, that's imposter phenomenon protecting itself. Hit subscribe if breakdowns like this help you see clearer. See you in the next one.